Welcome to the Vigorous Q&A. I'm Coach Steve, here to answer all your bodybuilding related questions. Today's question is from Tarek Psychic Fitness. What's up, Tarek? If you can pick a top 5 supplements to use all year round, which one do you choose? Well, actually, I just finished an article about which supplements I run all year round, but they're not only 5. So let me just, in the meantime, get that list so I don't forget anything, and then go over it with you guys so you guys can stay super healthy too. But first I'm gonna have to find it because I've got a lot of articles in the group, and it takes a while sometimes. So here are the articles. Can you see that? Here. And then it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Yeah, my God, guys. You see how much I've written the last year? And you guys still want to ask me questions by DM. Okay. Let me see if I can find my year-round supplement stack. Is this the one? It is. All right. Multivitamin. Yeah. Usually multivitamins come in like a 3 tablet per day formulation, which brings everything over the daily recommended intake. You can take 2 of those because ideally you get most of your micronutrients from food. So assess how many micronutrients you get from your food first. Then you add in the multivitamin, and then you'll see if you need 1 tablet, 2 tablet, 3 tablet, 4 tablets, 10 tablets, whatever the formulation recommends. You might already get enough micronutrients from taking, half the recommended dose. On top of that, a vitamin B complex, a vitamin B50 or vitamin B100. It depends on your activity level, how much vitamin B vitamins you get from your food, and how much you get from your multivitamin that you take prior. Yeah? So you supplement your B100, B50, B25 complex on top. I take a B100 because I like those B vitamins high, and they help with all sorts of things. So, the good thing about vitamins is that even though there's an upper limit for some of the vitamins, over supplementing is usually not a bad thing, unless it's retinol vitamin A or chromium. Retinol vitamin A is, the vitamin A that's found in animal sources, not the beta carotene vitamin A, which is found in plant sources, and that has no upper limit. And I think upper limit of chromium, which is one of the reasons why I don't take glucose disposal agents anymore, is that the upper limit of chromium, correct me if I'm wrong, but it could be like 300 to 500 micrograms. Over that, chronic intake of chromium can lead to kidney damage. And that's something we don't want. Yeah? So that's why I generally avoid these glucose disposal agents, because they got like 200 micrograms of chromium picolinate, citrate, whatever. And you take 2 servings of glucose disposal agents, you're already at the upper limit, 400 micrograms of chromium, and it's probably not going to be conducive to kidney health, so I would stay away from those. Magnesium, citrate or glycinate, very important for muscular contractions. A contraction requires calcium, and the relaxation of a muscle requires magnesium. They alternate in between in similar fashion. So contraction calcium, relaxation is magnesium. But if you focus on hypertrophy, you're going to contract hard and relax nice and steadily. Fast contraction, slow negative. So you'll notice that you burn through the magnesium a lot faster than you do the calcium. And usually people get enough calcium from the diet, or some of the supplements already can contain calcium, like vitamin C's or apple cider vinegars. They all contain a little bit of calcium, and then when you combine it with oatmeal and some of the calcium-rich sources, you easily get 1,000 milligrams, 1,500 milligrams of calcium per day. So you generally don't need to supplement calcium in, unless you're really restrictive with your foods. But magnesium, you can easily go up to 2,000, 3,000 milligrams per day, again, depending on how active you are. So I get about 1,000 milligrams of magnesium for my diet, and then I supplement another 800, 1,200 milligrams of magnesium on top, through magnesium glycinate. And then just have 200 milligrams with each meal. It's not a pre-workout. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, it's a little bit unprofessional to get this, but hey, it's a lot of information that I provide, and you know, this way we won't forget anything. Vitamin C, yeah, just very essential, especially in these times. You know, maybe supply might be a little bit limited in some countries from what I heard, but iHerb still has a decent amount of vitamin C. So my iHerb discount code you can find on IG. Yeah, 10% off. So do yourself a favor and do myself a favor. Use the discount code. I get a little kickback, and you get, you know, spend less for the same amount of vitamin C than every other product they have on iHerb. 1,000 to 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Right now I'm using 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C because I use it as a placeholder for glucose transporters, because vitamin C is very chemically similar to glucose, but I'm restricting glucose because I'm on a ketogenic diet. So I'm using vitamin C as a placeholder for glucose transportation, yeah, in the absence of glucose. That's all I'm going to talk about. I know this is going to lead to a lot of questions, but hey, I got to keep a little bit of information for the people that actually sign up for a service. Vitamin E, 2 capsules per day. Yeah, so it's about 500 units. I take the mixed tocopherols and which are the other ones? Tocopherols and tocotrienols. Yeah, mixed ones. I have no idea the amounts of the 8 different E vitamins that are in there, but I take 250 IU with breakfast and 250 IU with dinner. It really helps to keep the volume of the, you know what I mean. Vitamin D3, 5,000 units per day. Yeah, I think everybody knows about this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Even though I'm in Thailand and there's plenty of sunlight, I'm not allowed to go outside. Vitamin K, we just talked about calcium, right? And that usually people get a decent amount of calcium from their meals. So I use vitamin K to transport that calcium, take it out of the blood, and put it in the bone or the muscle cells. Yeah. So vitamin K is not only used for metabolism, it's used for transport of calcium. Yeah. And it plays a couple other roles, but that's one of the main reasons why I take it. So you notice a minus performance enhancing effect by adding vitamin K into your supplementation protocol, simply because there's more calcium available in muscle cells to contract. And of course, more calcium in your muscle and bone means less in your arteries, means less likelihood for plaque buildup. It doesn't eliminate it. You know, if you're abusive with your you know, synthetic carrier oils or alcohol or smoking or, you know, whatever you're doing that's causing systemic inflammation. You know, at one point you're going to hit the lottery and vitamin K is not going to protect you from it. But if you don't have any systemic inflammation, then vitamin K is a very good insurance policy on, you know, to prevent cardiovascular disease. Now, also take N-Acetyl, which is just for glutathione production. Unfortunately, I would like to use injectable glutathione, but, you know, availability is always a bit scarce, especially now that international postage is a little bit slow. So I just take 2,000 milligrams of NAC per day, and that seems to keep my kidney, liver, and brain functioning effectively. Fish oil, so many benefits. This video would take a million years to complete. Yeah, I take a little bit every meal, 500 milligrams of DHEA and EPA with each meal, sometimes more, but right now that's enough. Keeps inflammation down and keeps your brain function up. Sometimes I take krill oil as well, which is a little bit more potent than fish oil, but you know, I usually only take that on cycle, and since I'm cruising right now, I don't see a need to use any krill oil. That's also an interesting supplement to use. Now, I was taking super primrose oil, yeah, super evening primrose oil from Now Foods for a while. And, you know, after a while, like a lot of these supplements, after a while, you're like, why am I taking this? So you read through everything, and I'm not really convinced, so I took it out. I haven't used evening primrose oil for maybe 3 months, 4 months. And then I was writing this article, you know, why I should be taking this, and somebody asked about it. And then I remembered. I took it out, and then a month later, I started getting a little bit of acne. So I got a little pimple here, a little pimple there, a little pimple here, you know. So I ordered it, and hopefully the primrose oil will help to clear up a little bit of the acne. I'm not really sure if that's going to happen, but if anybody notices, like in a month from now, where I don't have any small, minute acne anymore, and people are asking me again, Steve, why is your skin so pretty? It's probably the primrose oil. No, that has no real benefits for bodybuilding, but you know, if you suffer from acne like I do, primrose oil might be beneficial. Ubiquinol, you know, if you're obese, you train hard and your heart is taxed by doing crazy heavy lifts and super long sets. Ubiquinol is going to support your heart and you know, the contractile capacity. So I take 200 milligrams per day with breakfast and dinner. It's just a maintenance dose. And then as I ramp up the training intensity, I have another 100 milligrams to 300, maybe even 400 milligrams of ubiquinol pre-workout, which I've talked about before. And that really, I mean, that really allows you to kick ass in a leg day. Really. I understand why people don't put it in their pre-workout formulation, because it's super, super expensive. So, you know, 400 milligrams of ubiquinol is probably going to run you like, you know, $1.50 to $2 per workout. Which is probably already a whole scoop of, you know, a pre-workout formulation. So it's not cheap, but if you're a beast and you train hard, you're definitely going to notice a difference. Then I also take boswellia extract, which is mostly for joints. So, you know, still suffer from elbow, joint, knee pain. So I take that to keep the inflammation in the joints down a little bit. I go through periods where I don't have any joint pain, and I go through periods where I have joint pain. Like right now, I have joint pain, but it's also because I'm, you know, doing front squats again and you know, going balls deep or ass to grass, wherever you want to call it. It's helping. It's not preventing it. Maybe I should buy some Pentosan Gold. Taking curcumin phytosoms as well to keep the inflammation down. It works more systemically, whereas boswellia extract lowers inflammation mostly in the joints and tendons. No, we're not done yet. Astragalus root, yeah, 4,000 milligrams is a maintenance dose for kidney support. What else? Where are we? Citrus bergamot, 1,000 milligrams per day for lipid levels. So citrus bergamot is one of those few compounds that actually can increase HDL, lower LDL, and, you know, keep your total cholesterol levels in the reference range. It's not strong enough to protect you from a carnivore diet where you're eating butter to get your calories in. Something I tried last year. I can't recommend it. My cholesterol was still 400 with an LDL of 280 or something. But my HDL was to 65, so that was good. But citrus bergamot is definitely not strong enough to combat the inclusion of 4,000, 5,000 milligrams of dietary cholesterol. Yeah, so yeah, you're still going to have to make sure that you get your fiber and keep your dietary cholesterol intake moderate, and don't take any steroids which severely increase your cholesterol levels. Yeah? Carnitine, I run that year round, probably about 2,000, 3,000 milligrams. Right now I'm doing 500 milligrams with each meal. I'm probably going to start adding carnitine in pre-workout because the intensity is going up. And of course, muscular contractions contribute to the uptake of carnitine through GLUT4 transcription or translocation. And you know, when you're doing a ketogenic diet and you train fasted, of course, there's no insulin present, even though I do take a little bit of long-acting insulin, you know, to promote carnitine absorption. Taurine, 5,000 milligrams pre-workout, yeah, for a million reasons, which I explained in the taurine video. And then for sleep support, I take 100 milligrams 5-HTP, 6 milligrams of melatonin, and 450 milligrams of ashwagandha extract. I don't take any GABA right now. I'm looking to acquire some Phenibut, which is hopefully on the way. Then we're going to add 1,000 milligrams of Phenibut. Take that cocktail about 9 o'clock, and then 9:30, gone. All right, for digestion support, I take 1 capsule of oregano oil with dinner and 1 tablet of apple cider vinegar with dinner, which helps to digest. And, you know, the oregano oil has a little bit of antimicrobial and antiviral benefits. Just helps to keep my stomach clean. So all of that's not a top 5. If I were to have to choose, finances were limited, I would probably have to check restricted to vitamin D3 because I can't get it from food, magnesium because I can't get sufficient amount from food, boswellia extract because I like that lowering inflammation part, fish oil because it's a little bit easier to dose than having a little dash of salmon every meal. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one is probably going to be ubiquinol because I am a beast and I do train hard, even though I train at home. And yeah, I need a little bit of support for my heart when I train hard, so I can train hard and not have my heart rate all over the place while I'm doing crazy long set extenders or time under tension, that kind of stuff. So that's my top 5. I hope you guys find that beneficial. Yeah, I have that whole list in the Facebook group with accurate dosages and more reasons why you should take it, including over 100 other articles which you can learn from. Details how to join in the description field. Yeah, coaching and consultations, that's also available. You can also find the details for that in the description field. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.